Why do some photos just work and others fall flat, even when your settings are spot on? Here's a quick reminder for you. Your camera doesn't decide what matters in the frame, you do. And over the years, I've found some photographers starting out don't think about that. Composition is simply this: what you include, what you leave out, and where you place it within the frame. Get that right, and even a simple scene can look great. Get it wrong, and the best light and perfect settings still won't save the shot. So in this video, I'm going to show you 5 simple exercises that will train your eye to make better decisions every time you pick up the camera. Have you ever looked at a photo and thought, I don't know why I like this, but I do? That's basically composition doing its job. So in this video, I'm going to give you 5 practical composition exercises you can go out and try today. No fancy gear, no fluff, just real simple ways to improve your pictures. And stick with me, because I got a bonus tip for you at the end that might completely change how you see a scene before you even raise the camera. But before we dive in, if you are serious about improving your photography, this will be of interest. If you'd like a safe space to continue your photography journey with like-minded people, then why not come and join us in our Photography Foundations community over on School. It's a really safe and friendly place to be. No ads, no algorithms, and no traditional social media nonsense. Just photographers from all around the world who are learning, practicing, sharing, and supporting each other. We have an active forum where members post their images, ask questions, and share ideas. There's a classroom with structured learning and feedback sessions, a members map so you can see who's near you, and regular challenges and discussions to keep your photography moving forward. So if that sounds like your sort of thing, the link is in the description, or you can use the QR code on the screen, and we'd love to see you there. Right, here's the first exercise. We've all heard of the rule of thirds, but most people don't actually practice it. And by the way, none of these compositional techniques are really rules, merely guidelines, which is well worth remembering. Anyway, here's the first task. Find one subject, which can be anything you like. Now take 3 photos. One with the subject dead center, one with it on the left third, one with it on the right hand third. Then compare them. Which one feels more balanced to you? Which one holds your attention longer? This is how you train your eye, not just to know the rule, but to actually see it. And here's the key thing to notice. It's not that one is right and one is wrong. It's about how it feels. Center can feel strong. Thirds can feel more natural and balanced. And the more you compare, the more your eye starts to understand the difference. Now this one is all about guiding the viewer. So to do this, find lines within your scene. Roads, paths, fences, railings, and so on. Then use those lines to lead your subject into the scene. For this one, take one photo where the lines point towards your subject, then take another where they don't. Then compare them. One will feel clear and intentional. The other will feel a bit, well, all over the place, to be honest. And if the lines lead out of the frame, they're basically leading nowhere. That's pretty much the power of leading lines. A really strong technique to have up your sleeve for sure. And here's something else to watch out for. Curved lines slow the viewer down. Straight lines move them through quickly. So not just using lines, you're controlling how someone experiences your photo. Pretty cool, eh? This is one of the most impactful techniques in photography. So get closer. No, closer than that. And as I was once told, get close, then closer still. So first take a photo of your subject as you normally would. Then take another where you completely fill the frame with it. No dead space, absolutely no distractions, just the subject. And then look at the difference. Suddenly the image feels stronger, more confident, and more intentional. And here's why. You've removed the distractions. You've told the viewer this is what matters. And that clarity is everything in photography. Now with this one, we start adding a bit of style. and you'll need to find something to shoot through. Maybe a doorway, a window, tree branches or railings maybe. Then use it to frame your subject. Take one photo without a frame, then another using something in the scene to frame it. And what you'll notice straight away is your eye knows exactly where to go. Using framing, or frame within a frame as it's also called, adds depth and it adds focus. And a quick extra thought, try using natural frames that are slightly out of focus. It adds depth and it makes your subject pop even more. This one's a bit more subtle, but very powerful. Negative space is just basically empty space around your subject. And where in the last exercise we filled every part of the frame, this does the opposite. So your task here is to place your subject small within the frame and surround it with space. The sky, a wall, a very simple background. Then look at how it feels. It's calmer, more deliberate, more story orientated, and sometimes less really is more. And here's the real trick with this one. Don't be afraid of that empty space. Most people are. But that space is what gives your subject room to breathe. It also guides the viewer's eye back to the subject, and is popular with magazine editors because of all that copy space. Right, as you're still with me, here's that bonus I mentioned earlier. Before you even lift the camera, pause just for 2 seconds and ask yourself, what am I actually trying to say with this photo? Because when you know that, every other decision becomes a lot easier. Where you stand, what you include, what you choose to leave out. That one question can completely change your photography, and it literally takes a few seconds. Now I'd love to know, which of these exercises are you going to try first? Or maybe you're already doing one of these without even realizing it. Drop it in the comments. I read and respond to every one, and I will get back to you. And if you haven't seen the other videos in this series, we've already covered aperture, shutter speed and ISO. I'll link them below because together they give you the full picture. No pun intended. Okay, so here's the big takeaway. Composition isn't about following one rule or guideline perfectly or without question. In the real world, you'll often be using 2 or 3 of these techniques at the same time in the same picture. You might have leading lines with a subject on the third, framed by a doorway. And that's when your photos really start to come to life. And just to give you a few more ideas to explore as you enjoy your photographic journey, there are actually loads of other compositional tools out there, such as symmetry, patterns, color, contrast, depth using foreground, midground and background, and golden triangles, just to name a few. And perhaps that's all for another video. Anyway, don't try and learn everything at once. Master a few, then start using them together. And don't think of these as rules you have to follow one by one. Rather think of them as tools you can use as and when you choose. Tools you can combine. Tools you can experiment with. Tools that help you make stronger, more deliberate decisions. And the more you practice these exercises, the more natural all of this becomes. You stop thinking about it, and you start seeing it, feeling it even. And photography becomes far more intuitive. Remember, better photos aren't all about more gear. They're about decisions, your decisions. And composition? Well, you can practice that with any camera or smartphone or a cardboard cutout or even your hands come to that. As always, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.